How's it going, guys? It's K Cars, and in this video I wanted to go over the top 5 modifications that you should do to your Jeep Cherokee XJ. So let's get right into the video. So right here is my 2001 Jeep Cherokee XJ, and as you can see I do have a few modifications done to this thing. And this video is mostly just going to be, my opinion, what I think the best 5 mods are for an XJ. Now, of course, there's different people that use their XJs for different purposes, like an off-road only rig, daily driver, or they're just trying to restore it back to stock. So, like I said, it's only my opinion. So starting off, whenever I first got this thing, about a little bit over a year ago, I replaced the headlights with LEDs. As you guys know, these old Jeeps are known for having pretty bad headlights completely stock. As you guys can see, there is a pretty significant difference. You can definitely tell that they're a lot brighter. Obviously there on the right you can see it's kind of like a yellow color. Then here you can see it's an actual LED. It's definitely a lot brighter. So these are upgraded. Obviously they are from Quake LED. Let me show you guys what they look like. Huge upgrade over stock, as you guys know. So there we got the headlights turned on, and then the high beams are actually this one right here, then the top row, and then right there. Show you guys what that looks like. Got the high beams on. Yeah, they actually look really good. They light up the road a whole lot better. My only complaint with these headlights is that the bottom row of LEDs actually flickers whenever the ignition is on and the headlights are turned off. See just the bottom row of LEDs that are flickering. And it's doing that on both sides. So I'm not too sure what could be causing that flickering. I called Quake and they told me that it could just be the stock wiring with the Jeep that's messing it up. They sent me a replacement set of headlights and they still flickered a little bit, and they also sent me an anti-flicker harness, which I installed that as well. And that actually, it did make the flickering a little bit better, but it still flickered just a little bit. And with that anti-flicker harness, it actually gave me a different problem, which was, worse than the flickering. So the problem that it gave me is that whenever I turned the ignition off, the headlights actually turned on. So obviously I can't be running that anti-flicker harness if the lights are going to turn on when I turn the Jeep off. So I took that thing out, and I'm just going to have to deal with the flickering now. It's really not that terrible, but people notice it when they see the Jeep from outside. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. So number 1 Jeep Cherokee XJ mod, LED headlights. So now let's move on to number 2. Now, this is just my opinion. I think the second best modification you can get for your Jeep Cherokee XJ is a lift kit. So right over here, I do have the Rusty's Offroad 3-inch advanced lift kit. If you look under here, I did get the advanced lift kit because it comes with a few extra things as opposed to just the spring pack. So look under here, you got the coil springs, the adjustable track bar, sway bar disconnects, steering stabilizer. You also do have extended brake lines with the kit. You can see that back there. And then we also do have the control arms. Now, these are not actually adjustable. They do have an option for adjustable control arms, but I decided not to get those. Back here, you can see we got the shocks, brake lines, and we got the full leaf springs back here as well. So like I said, Rusty's Offroad does have a few different 3-inch lift kits. They do have the spring pack, and they also have the spring pack with the shocks. And they also have the advanced lift kit, which is what I have right here. Now, I just wanted to get the advanced lift kit because I believe it's the most complete kit out there for the XJs. I did some research and I really couldn't find any other kits that came with all of these things. So my main reason for getting the Rusty's advanced kit is for the extended brake lines that you can see right there. Now, I don't think that extended brake lines are actually required for just a 3-inch lift, but they definitely do help. It's more safe just in case you get any kind of serious suspension travel in there. So that's why I decided to go with the advanced lift kit. So I think it looks really good like that. You see we do have some back spacing, which I will go over here soon. But yeah, I think 3-inch lift on 31s is definitely a very good look for this thing. All right, so number 1 was LED headlights, number 2 was lift kit, and then the third best mod for a Jeep Cherokee XJ, of course after lifting it, is wheels and tires. So right here I do have 31-inch mud tires. They are from Pro Comp. Both the wheels and tires are from Pro Comp. The wheels are the Pro Comp Series 51 15x8 in black here. I think it's gloss black. I can't even remember what color this is. But we do have the Quadratec, I think they're called like the Acorn lug nuts here. Also black, got a black center cap from Pro Comp as well. And these wheels are on a 3.75 back spacing, so I think it looks really good. And then we got the tires here, also from Pro Comp, as you can see. These are 31 by 10.5 inches, and these are the Extreme MT2 mud tires. So these wheels and tires, along with the 3-inch lift, I think it looks really good on this thing. You can see the poke just a little bit right there. I think it's just the right amount. But yeah, I really do think that a 3-inch lift on 31s is the best look for an XJ. Of course, if you're going to be doing any kind of serious off-roading, you would probably want something bigger. So it's all a personal preference, like I said, but I do think this looks really good. So I haven't actually tested out these wheels and tires in the lift kit, like in muddy situations, but I have driven this Jeep in the snow when it was stock and right now how it is. And there's actually a pretty big difference, pretty significant difference that I noticed. I drove it in a snowstorm, about the same amount of snow, and I could basically drive this thing in 2-wheel drive the whole time. There was probably like 6 to 8 inches. I might include some clips of that at the end of this video if you guys want to stay and watch that at the end. But yeah, it was a whole lot of fun to drive this thing in the snow. I am planning on taking this thing to a little off-road trail, the same one that I took this thing on back when it was stock, just to see how it would compare with the current setup. Now, as for on-road drivability, of course you do get that humming noise that you would expect with bigger tires, especially mud tires, but you get used to it very quickly, at least I did, and I really don't mind it at all. Of course, you know, you can see the tread right there is pretty beefy and aggressive, and I think it looks really good. Of course, after lifting a Jeep and putting bigger tires on it, you are going to run into some issues. Now, some of those issues could be driveline vibrations, which is pretty common for these old XJs. Now, each Jeep is different, so I've seen people go up to like a 6.5-inch lift and not have any vibrations. Now, this Jeep right here, on a 3-inch lift, it does have slight vibrations. I would show you guys what it sounds like on video, but it really doesn't come out very well. So, it's usually only when I'm driving probably like 40 to 50 miles an hour, and then I take my foot off the gas and it just vibrates just a little bit. So it's not anything serious, but with that being said, the number 4 modification that I think is the best for a Jeep Cherokee XJ is a slip yoke eliminator kit along with a CV drive shaft. So that's actually the next step for this Jeep right here. And if you guys aren't familiar with what a slip yoke eliminator is, make sure to check out one of my videos that I did on that, explaining how it works and what it is. But basically, whenever you lift up a Jeep, the angle of your drive shaft is going to become more severe, and that's what causes those driveline vibrations. And a slip yoke eliminator can correct that drive shaft angle. So that's how it corrects the vibrations. There's a lot more that goes into it, of course, but I'm not an engineer, so I'm probably not even going to try to explain it. So anyways, I think the number 4 best mod for your Jeep Cherokee XJ is a slip yoke eliminator kit along with a CV drive shaft. The kit that I'm getting is actually from Rusty's Offroad, and it's made by Advanced Adapters, and then the drive shaft that I'm getting is made by Tom Woods. So I did get the whole kit ordered about 3 weeks ago, and I know Rusty's has been having a lot of shipping delays, so hopefully we'll get it here soon. It really shouldn't be taking that long if they have it in stock, and it's really nothing that they have to make. It's just something that they supply from a different company. So I'm not sure why it's taking so long for something that's in stock and something that's made by somebody else. So hopefully we'll get that here soon, and whenever we do, I'm definitely going to be doing a review video and talking about if it solved those vibration issues. And yeah, so you guys can definitely look for videos on that. So after getting a lift kit and wheels and tires and a slip yoke eliminator, the next thing that you should probably look into is number 5, is an upgraded steering setup. So if we look at mine down here, I'm still on the stock steering. You can't see it very well with all the grass, but you can see I have the stock tie rod and the stock drag link right there. So that's usually the next weak spot after getting this thing lifted. And I have started to notice some like shaking in the steering wheel whenever I go around turns. I'm not sure if that's linked to the stock steering setup or something else like the U-joints or bushings. But yeah, hopefully sometime down the road, I can upgrade the steering. I am thinking about getting the Rock Jock Carice, I think it's called like the Correct Link setup. So yeah, I've heard that's one of the best steering setups you can get for an XJ. So that's definitely something that I have been looking into and researching more and more. So I don't do any kind of serious off-roading. That's why a upgraded steering setup isn't really high on my priority list, but it's definitely on there because I do want to, if I can prevent future issues from happening from just by upgrading the steering setup, then that's definitely something that I would want to do, even if I don't actually need to. But you know, like I said, if I can prevent issues from happening in the future, then I would definitely want to. So yeah, I mean, this stock steering setup, I've heard it's very weak and it bends very easily. So that's usually what people do whenever they get their XJs lifted and get bigger wheels and tires. Mostly just wheels and tires because the lift kit, you know, doesn't affect the steering as much as the wheels and tires. In conclusion, like I said in the beginning, it's all a personal preference on what you think are the best mods for your Jeep. This video was just my opinion and talking about what my mods are going to be and what they were. Like I said, number 1, LED headlights, and then number 2, we got a lift kit. Number 3, wheels and tires. Number 4, slip yoke eliminator and CV drive shaft. And number 5 is an upgraded steering setup. So those are my top 5 mods that I would recommend for your Jeep Cherokee XJ. Of course, if you're just trying to restore your Jeep back to stock, then your list is going to be different. And also, if you're building a off-road only Jeep, then it's probably going to be different as well. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions or any video suggestions for videos you would like to see in the future, make sure to drop those down in the comments below. If you guys like this video or found it entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to see a snowstorm drive from a few months ago in this thing, make sure to keep watching. And as always, thanks for watching.
So it looks like the back slid a little bit at the beginning there, but it's definitely sliding a little bit. But as you guys can, I mean, the snow is really packed down, so there's definitely been a lot of cars that have gone on this road today. So that's a little bit, I'm assuming there's a little bit of ice underneath the snow right now. So since he was sliding a little bit in two-wheel drive, what we're gonna do now is we've got about 50 meters up until that road closed sign up there. And Kuba's basically just gonna drive the Jeep in two-wheel drive and see how far he can get without sliding. So he's sliding a little bit right now. He's gonna put it in four-wheel drive and we're gonna see what that can do. All right, we're in four-wheel drive now. Wow, no slipping at all. Yeah, he's definitely gonna slide a little bit, but
Okay, yeah, I mean, last time we stopped at the stop sign right here and we couldn't move at all. And so I feel like the road conditions are a little bit worse right now, so we'll see if we can actually move in two-wheel drive. All right, so we're at a complete stop right now, two-wheel drive. We'll see if we can move. All right. I mean, okay, yeah, we're sliding a little bit.
Here we go. All right, I think we're in two-wheel drive right now. And he's not sliding at all. And this is really what I'm talking about when it comes down. He's sliding a little bit right there, as you guys can see, but So we're currently in two-wheel drive. Yep. All right, he's in four-wheel drive. Yeah, I mean, you guys can, whoa! Oh my God, look, I just slipped. Jeez, yeah, this is all ice up here, guys.
Okay.
We are sliding. Push the Jeep. Here we go again. Oh, it's sliding a little bit. Oh, I'm sliding too. You guys can see that is a solid ice right there.
Oh my God.
Give her a go, I'll push it, I'll push it. She's not going, guys.
Let's try to get some speed.
All right, all right.
Up a little bit.
Oh, my shoes are soaked. Oh, be careful. Oh, she's going. Okay, the Jeep is gone. Just slid and he's trying to get control of it. This is crazy. This is way better than last video. All right, he's gonna try and get some momentum. I mean, you guys can see he's just slid at least 25 feet, so. All right, let me get back up here. Ah. Yep. All right, with a little bit of a momentum there, we got over the hump right here.